Today's loaf comes to us from a fellow by the name of David Nichtern. The notion of Buddha altogether is not just the description of one particular dude who hit the jackpot. It's the idea that we all have this thing called Buddha nature. There's some kind of enlightened quality that we have and can cultivate and bring out. So Buddha nature to me is also pretty similar to the true self that Ramana Maharshi was talking about a few videos back. The true self. You can call it Christ consciousness. There are some people who believe that Christ is not actually a person, but a state of consciousness that you can bring about in yourself. And there are reasons to believe this. And to me, that's a better interpretation of the Christ story and mythos and a lot of the things that he does as described in the Bible. It makes more sense to me that it would be an allegory for something that is actually relevant to us. It would also make sense that Catholic Church and all those types of people would not want you to know that you are Christ. I don't read a lot of Christian stuff, but I've read some passages that talk about, the kingdom of God is within you, Christ is within you. I know there's the Gospel of Thomas, I believe, it didn't make the final cut, but Jesus says some interesting things in that gospel. Let me tell you, I call it the Gospel of Zen Jesus, because some of the stuff that he says is very mystical and Eastern. So this Buddha nature is something that you can cultivate in yourself. The more you cultivate this enlightened quality that David Nichtern calls Buddha nature, the more abundant it becomes. It's just a different metaphor for the same thing, or a similar thing, maybe not exactly the same thing. I'm not a hair splitter. I'm looking for the commonalities, or I'm looking for things that will explain to me my own experiences. And this concept of a sort of higher self, or a Buddha nature, Christ consciousness, whatever you want to call it, higher consciousness, I don't know, awakened consciousness. This concept is appealing to me because it sort of frames my own experiences in a way that makes sense to me. And I've been puzzling over a lot of these things for a number of years. So to me, it just these are all pieces that I've been assembling in the puzzle. All right, that's it for me. Have yourself a good night, and I hope you enjoy the Batman tapes. I am Batman.